let's pose the business question to Sanjay Jain, Group CEO of PDS. Sanjay, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you. Hi.
Great. Sanjay, good afternoon. This is Neeraj here. Thanks for joining in. Would love to understand, Sanjay, there's so much talk around this largest company in Bangladesh now getting closed, the China plus one theory, Bangladesh losing its underdeveloped status in the EU market in 2026, and what all of this could mean for the textile value chain in India. Can you share your thoughts on this?
See, for now, yes, there were two spans of few days of disruptions in Bangladesh. But for now, everything is working pretty much normal on ground. Like we have two factories running full this quarter, already filled up next quarter, already filling up for Q1 next year. I think the local governments have also taken measures. ADB has stepped in Bangladesh to give them 600 million of grant. Exports in Bangladesh in July to November have been up 11% as compared to same period last year. So I would say there has been some disruption, but we really can't term it as a crisis situation. There's stability that has come in. But having said that, if we talk about the impact on India, I think these short-term disruptions may happen from time to time. There was a similar situation of economic crisis in Sri Lanka in first half of 2022, but then normality came in thereafter. But the measures that the government of India took in mega textile park, in PLI incentives, the strong financial markets enabling, strong capital raised by the companies in India, I believe that textile companies are here to benefit. If at all there is any noise in Bangladesh, then from a retailer sitting in UK and US, from their allocation of sourcing, India should benefit. But companies which have been financially stable in Bangladesh, they don't run the risk of their business going away. So India would benefit, but I don't think Bangladesh is in any kind of dire state as we all are terming it to be.
No, not at all. The only idea was that there is one large factory, I believe, which was shut down, and therefore the conversation was about how there could be incremental business and some portion of that business which could shift to not just Indian companies but other companies as well. So well-run companies could well get the business even if they are in Bangladesh. We hope the best for them. The only question is, do you reckon that over the next 12 to 24 months, Indian textile firms stand to gain from the European and US stores? This is a story that has been hypothesized many times in the past. I don't think it's quite come to fruition in a meaningful way. Could this time be different?
Yes, in fact, there was a talk of FTA between UK and India some time back. That has not yet materialized. But I guess this time around, to answer specifically your point, I think the companies in India should benefit. If at all, we are talking about one of the largest companies shutting down in Bangladesh, and therefore the business going to other companies. The stable companies in Bangladesh will benefit, plus the companies in India should benefit as well. So as I said earlier, if there is, if I to a hypothesis of a boardroom discussion in a retailer's office in UK or US, and they look at global geographies, they would actually right now look at India more favorably in terms of allocating more mobilization from in terms of buying from India. So 12 to 18 months, Indian companies should benefit from this trend.
Okay, and how are you going about this? Are you exploring ownership of manufacturing units in India? Or what's the progress on that? How quickly would you move if at all an opportunity were to come up?
So for me, these are two distinct things. As I said, early part of 2022, Sri Lankan crisis, PDS has grown very strong there because our banking is all done out of Hong Kong or Dubai from stable financial markets. In Bangladesh, I have two factories up and running, financially stable, well funded through global banks from Hong Kong. So therefore, we are well poised to reap the benefit if at all our factories benefiting from weaker factories. But I am a believer, yes, there would be traction in India. PDS has been very actively pursuing that it may like to acquire majority stake in a manufacturing unit in India. And I think in a reasonable span of few months, we should be able to get that into a fold. What that means for my business, we are able to by having one manufacturing in our ownership, by demonstrating that to our customers, we are able to mobilize 7 to 8 times of that in terms of doing business from contract manufacturers that we bring on our platform. So yes, we are actively pursuing an acquisition in India. It could be in the vicinity of 300-400 crore top line, but on that basis, one may actually look at PDS doing 3,000 to 4,000 crore plus business in the next 12 to 18 months from India.